Who's watching you?
2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Tell you what, my go-to gun. What? Yeah.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Off-play action. Dawkins. That is incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
You like him?
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An 8-yard pickup and an Eagle first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Warner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Dawkins. This is Smith to the ground. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 of the
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
On first down, it's Warner. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warner. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Oh, ready? Ready, team. What's up?
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent
I was
gain.
thinking the same thing.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Bring the house here.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
South. Oh, ready?
Here's Stroud. And this is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to open you a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Warner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Red square, man.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Cowboy 80.
Off play action. Dawkins.
Ooh.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes
Man covered,
downfield.
man.
I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Play action. Stroud now.
He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Tony. Hey, south.
And Stroud now to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All right. 118. What's that?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
All right. Swap. Mother swap.
Achane gets it from the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with Achane. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Looking to throw. Dawkins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Dawkins. He'll try and do this himself. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early.
I need a pick if you're killing me.
1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, get out of here with that.
And he gets this one to midfield.
Jeez, dude. It's annoying.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Make the freaking tackle.
Talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. The Falcons at 10-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He'll dump this off to H.M. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Did you? Right. How much do you have those on there for?
Mark in this 1st half of action.
They'd be decorating, huh? Watch out, there's... I told them to pick them up, and they didn't.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll wind up getting this one.
I'm going to have to run some man covered, Bowen.
23 yards, the final tally.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's
Next
what
time
this
I'm
offense
gonna cover
can do
6
when they
here.
get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
118. What's that? What?
A run straight ahead with H.M. Now he is going to be stopped cold.
We'll take a timeout.
Line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things
Bowen.
over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I'm going to bring the pressure out. Come on now.
Stroud off the play fake.
Pick it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that is all incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table.
Gotta go down, score points now, huh?
York able to send this one through.
Bowen, we're gonna go down and score points now, huh?
13-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What you been up to, dude?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. I think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a
Oh, they losing, huh?
pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw now on first down. This ball down the field for Pitts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warner. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go.
What the heck is this guy running this for?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is, I think
What?
he did, but they'll say out of bounds.
Where's the challenge flag at, huh? Throw it.
I believe they
Booth
buzzed down.
review.
They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he overshot him there.
We're just gonna kick it.
Bounds, incomplete.
We're just gonna kick it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So he's been a
Bowen.
busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him.
Bowen
And
Michael.
not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
At their own 35-yard line.
Man, you don't even know.
The Atlanta
could be.
offense out there for their next
You never
drive.
know.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one
Really?
snap of the football. Final play of the half, Stroud. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Ball.
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But the Falcons were able to recover. So
did you go to pick one?
Possession.
That's pretty cool.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring us out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Yeah. They usually ask me to play it all the time.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
Mario Party, Mario Party.
On the catch there, he couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Stroud to throw it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Not that looking deep. Go ahead.
Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll take it into
I think so.
touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's down to a field goal. Atlanta's 11 ready to go.
What do you think she'll look like?
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Bowen, what are you doing? Back it up. You always want to get up all in these wires. Back up.
To this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't really send anybody out, but pretty cool move.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing
They
doing
act like
something
me,
else.
huh?
But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They'll run on first down. It's Warner. And he'll work this
I was through there.
3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all there will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Dawkins. Open man is tipped in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 49 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
That's Keely Ringo, who is there in on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
All right.
Stroud working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Who the heck is this guy?
And a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up.
Who is that?
Working the middle of the field, and he's got an
Dang, I should have kept going.
Now the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. Open man downfield is Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
18.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Stroud sets up the play action. That's complete right around the 8. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run, Achane, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devon Achane. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Dawkins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield.
No,
that time it didn't work out.
The Eagles on 3rd
aggressive
down.
play.
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
In motion, the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Warner. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 79 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Take Bigsby with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Bowen, get that out of your mouth.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
19 Texas. 19. What's up? Hey, Uno Mars.
And Stroud now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw.
What are you doing?
And he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud looking to change the play.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
42.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. Looking middle, and that's complete.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock.
No thanks, Bowen.
I think you got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Old.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's up? Under.
Here's Stroud.
Okay, go downstairs and play them. We need to hear about that.
Now an audible here into something else. Stroud. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is into
Unbelievable, man.
Falcon touchdown.
Bowen, no.
Christian McCaffrey, 34 yards.
No.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
What you got?
The extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
27.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out.
Shouldn't
They're
even
gonna
have
have
got
to try
that
to run
far.
a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts.
Just make the tackle, you know? That's all you gotta do. Make the tackle.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. Fix the Eagles.
This is KC's playbook.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
Huh?
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Who's that? Bowen, go, dude.
First down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
No, go.
From the gun on third down, Dawkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Stroud to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morales. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's got this down to the 35. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Sure. I need some pressure.
Now Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They still need one completion for field goal range. And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now.
I'll play a few muck games if you want.
It's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
What do we want to go with here? Cover two.
Here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Nobody get beat.
Why Tony? Buggy.
Here's Stroud.
There we go. We got to rush 3 to get some pressure, I guess.
Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This is 1st and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 1st down.
Here we go, Jack. 60 even, 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hey, pass. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Dawkins. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's
do we receive
touchdown.
first?
In that case, the game will end right there.
I'll kick it.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons.
We can tie.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
I know, that's why.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
I got inside stuff on my guy, and he's still just
that was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially,
big play there, Big play there,
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. First throw of overtime, Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Stroud.
Damn it.
Able to find the open
I knew he was
man.
going to do that shit,
And he
dude.
has another first down as they'll get the ball
The
down to
comebacks
the
are
Eagles'
ridiculous.
37. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Absolutely ridiculous,
So
dude.
for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Under.
Running right, here's Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Guys chewing clock on me, huh?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
18. What's that?
Looking to throw. Stroud. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. Instead, they pulled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
18. What's that? Look to hot. 11.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll dump it.
4th down.
Running back complete.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Bunch open offset.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
18. What's that?
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. York able to send this one through. And with it, they have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the
You want me to go
ball,
score here, huh?
downs, this game's over.
Just gonna go back to my roots.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Dawkins. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
On the jump. Seven Pirates. Mustang Knights. Dragon 6, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Jesus, dude, make the throw.
It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rebel, 18, Rebel.
Back to throw. Dawkins. The RPO will keep it himself.
After this game, PJ.
Not before he's inside the 30.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Dawkins. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a
Sad
happy
Stroud.
flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Our guy was 10 and 2.
So much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full of confidence, believed in themselves.
Dude, that dude is freaking a beast.